Google has done an excellent job of marketing their search engine. The word Google is part of the English language. Google this and Google that. However, is Google really the best search engine? Search engines started at the same time as the World Wide Web in the 1990s. At that time, the motto for search engines was content is king. In other words, whomever had the most relevant content for a particular search term would rank higher in the search engine results. At some point, however, Google decided that if someone links to your content, that it makes it more valuable. They apparently thought that this would be a natural process. In other words, people would see good content on a website and then link to it. But like the best laid plans of mice and men, that is not what actually happened. Instead, this policy has given rise to an entire sub-industry of companies and individuals that will create links for you. In other words, the entire process of obtaining links to rank higher in Google has become artificial. What it boils down to is whomever has the most money to spend on link building can force inferior or sparse content to the top of Google for a particular search term. In contrast, Bing, on the other hand, tends to bring up the most relevant content. There also appears to be some quirkiness with Gemini, Google's AI model. The last time I tried Gemini, it could not read the information on one of my websites. It turns out I had to add a line of code to the website in order for Gemini to read it. Without that code, Gemini will miss a lot of relevant data and provide incomplete results. You do not have to do this with Grok or Copilot, so it's an extra step a lot of users may not be aware of. In conclusion, it appears that Google has been well marketed and overhyped. Is it actually the best search engine out there? Not in my opinion.